Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be setting up our August 2022 monthly budget. So if that is of interest to you, then please keep watching. So let's start with our August goals, then we'll talk about our August calendar overview, and then of course we will set up our August budget together. So let's talk about our goals first and foremost. So the first goal that we have is to restart our additional investing. That is something that we essentially kind of put on pause for the month of July and maybe even for June. We just we have a set goal in mind for the year, how much we want to invest additionally towards retirement, but some months, whenever we see fit, if we have other things going on, we just kind of pause the investing because we're at liberty to do that. So I'm thinking for the summer months, just in general, because they've been quite spendy since my husband and I have been, off of work for the summer. Spending has been quite high, so I'm thinking maybe in the summer, or at least June and July, we might do that every year, or just do a lesser amount. So we want to get that started back up. $1,000 of that will go towards our joint brokerage, and then $500 towards my Roth IRA, and then $500 towards my husband's Roth IRA. Next up, we have on our to-do list to research our birthday ideas. So my husband and I both have birthdays in September. My husband's is the first week, so I kind of want to see, get a feel for what we might do. We normally celebrate together realistically because our birthdays are 11 days apart, so technically they both take place before like the first half of the month. So we kind of just need to research and just see what we might want to do for our birthday, because let's say we're going to book some kind of trip or something, or purchase something, we may need to do that in advance. And that's really kind of me trying to get my creative juices flowing for my husband's birthday gift, provided he gets a gift. So we are not big stricklers, I guess, on exchanging gifts and whatnot. We normally try to do it, but it really wouldn't be that big of a deal if we did not. But anyway, that's kind of what that's for. Next, my mother-in-law does have a birthday in August, so also the first week. So we do need to go ahead and purchase that maybe August 1st. If not August 1st, then maybe even the day before, July 31st, which I'm thinking August 1st should be fine, but I do have that on. It just depends on when the shipping will be. Or I don't know if we can get it in store. I think we might be able to get it in store. Actually, I think we can get it in store. Next up, I am thinking of going to Louisiana in New Orleans, because would I really be a Lil Wayne fan if I wasn't plotting on my 13th Lil Wayne concert? No. So I'm thinking I may attend Louisiana. By I mean my husband and I may attend Louisiana in New Orleans. We will be both back to school by then, so that's kind of making it, that's kind of my only reservation, is that we will be back in school. So unless we kind of pop into New Orleans real quick and pop back out and just go basically just for the event, then we may not be able to go, because basically it just needs to be a weekend thing, because neither of us are going to be trying to take off of work that soon, considering our birthdays are going to be in September and everything else that we have planned. So I need to kind of figure out if I'm going or not. If we're going or not, by I really mean it would be up to me if we do go. My husband isn't going to initiate this trip or anything, so I just need to kind of figure that out. Also, I have on here probably the same things from last month, which is to add our truck to our car insurance. We recently got our truck repaired, but we haven't used it, so it's just kind of sitting still with no auto insurance. I need to change that to auto insurance, but it's just kind of sitting there, and until it's moving around, I don't really see the point in insuring it necessarily. Also, we want to invest 15% of our paychecks. That's kind of something that we do each month. We want to pay off our credit card, something that we also do each month. I also have purchased patio materials on here again, because I did not purchase them this month in July. So hopefully I will get them purchased in August. That would be ideal, because I'm assuming patio living is going to be extreme this fall, because it's really too hot to be out there this summer. And then also our doggy has a birthday in the month of August, so I need to purchase her gifts and whatever she might be getting for her birthday in the month of August. Okay, let's go ahead and swipe. this is our August calendar. Now, as fate would have it, I'm actually going to be coming back from a Miami trip that first week in August. And so, or the first couple days rather. And so I just kind of noted that on here, but really the trip is initiating in July, but you know, in essence, it's going to go into August. So I just wanted to mark it here. It doesn't really matter a whole lot anyway, because it just doesn't matter, but I just wanted to mark that on here. I will have 2 paydays, one here and one here. My husband will have 2 paydays, one here and one here. These are all of the bills that we're expecting to pay in the month of August. We'll talk more about those when we flip to the next page and go fully into our August budget. But for the most part, this is just a synopsis of what August is looking like. If we attend Louisiana, then it will be actually this weekend. But I didn't have any real space for it, so I just kind of put it down here. But it would, if we go, I'm still trying to work out the kinks. It's on the 27th, so we might be able to leave the 26th after work, or leave early from work and then be back home the 28th. We might even consider going on the 27th and coming back the 28th. So yeah, it's not going to be an extended trip by any means, which kind of does entice me to want to do it, because I know it's not going to be, well, it's going to be expensive just because the tickets are expensive, but like as far as us going there and coming back for just a short period of time, it makes it more feasible, I guess is what I'm saying. So I don't know, I'll have to let you guys know and report back on that. But anywho, this is kind of what August is shaping up to look like. So if we swipe the page, we have our August budget. Now, the beauty in digitally planning or budgeting is that I'm just going to come back to our July budget here, and I'm going to copy everything and I'm going to paste it in August. So I'm going to take all of this and then we'll take it to August and then we'll update it. So I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to go to August, and then I'm going to paste it. You know what I really wished would happen? I really wished it would paste it like exactly where I got it from. Some apps do, like some different softwares and stuff do that, and that would be so cool if it just pasted it how I copied it, because then I wouldn't have to be messing around with this. I mean, this doesn't take long, but I'm just saying that would be a cool feature, because I really don't want to be bothered with moving around this for any reason, because then when you take your finger off of it, it kind of does weird stuff. Okay, so this is our August budget. Let's go ahead and update it and kind of walk through this. So this is going to be the part where you and I will be, you know, spending some time chatting it up. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go into where I have our preliminary budget for the month of August. And by the way, I can always film these budget videos after I get our electricity bill, which I got that today. So I'm like, okay, already know what August is looking like. Let's go ahead and get this budget and get this thing popping. Okay, so first of all, from our full-time jobs, we are anticipating bringing in the same amount that we have brought in for many days, and that is going to be, for many months rather, and that is going to be, after all payroll deductions and all of that jazz, what we are going to take home is going to be 4757. So I'm just going to update this, and this is a tip. Let me take off the tip, and then we're going to go in and we're just going to update this to 4757 from the business. Basically from the business, we are going to pay ourselves a decent amount from the business this month, because we have some stuff that we need to do. And just so we're clear, the business side hustle income typically goes directly towards our financial goals. That's kind of the whole purpose of it. And so because we did not do any additional investing and whatnot in the month of July, we didn't pay ourselves a significant amount from the business. But because we are planning to, you know, get back to what we normally do, we are going to pay ourselves a decent amount in the month of August. Also, what I like to do is, because I don't know, I just like for our monthly budget to be like an even kind of number. So I do normally go ahead and bump it up a little bit. So this total amount is going to be $7,500. And so that's purposeful, because I like for it to be like an even amount. I don't know why, but it's always been that way. So that is why we're going to pay ourselves that particular amount. So this is going to be $7,500. And then I'm just gonna copy, let's get rid of this. Then I'm gonna copy this, and I don't know if it would take me a shorter amount of time to write this over or to actually just copy and paste it, but whatever. We're just gonna copy and paste. So we do an every dollar budget, friends. That means that our income, if you subtract our expenses from our income, you're gonna get 0. That is because we budget for all of our income. So you will see how we are going to disperse all $7,500. So our total income is going to be the equivalent of our total expenses. And if you subtract our expenses from our income, then you get 0. So we do an every dollar budget. So let's talk about how we're going to spend this money. So first things first, our mortgage is going to be the same amount every month at $1,520.99. Our security for our home, for some part of it. So we have 2 security systems. One we don't pay for. The other one is Vivint, and we pay for them to monitor all the things that they monitor. So it's really dependent on what you have them monitoring. So basically what I'm saying is your bill could be more or it could be less. Also, we paid for all of our equipment up front whenever we moved into the house, so we wouldn't have to pay for it. Monthly. So therefore, so I wasn't going to edit this video, pause. I just got a notification on my phone from Vivint because I think my husband's outside, which is funny because I was planning to not edit this video because I don't feel like it. And then I got the notification. Then I was like, oh man, maybe I should restart what I was saying and go ahead and edit it. But I've decided that came in at the perfect time. Okay, that's my other system going off. Let's just turn off the notifications. That's just gonna fix all the issues. But that came in at the perfect time. Both of our security systems went off at the same time. So I'm still not editing this video. So anyway, we paid for all of our equipment up front so that we would not have to pay an additional fee monthly, which would have been us essentially financing the security system. That's pretty much how that would have worked. Okay, next up we have pest control through advanced services. We paid them $46 per month. We're not really sure why because we don't really know that they do a great job, but we're just gonna finish out our little contract and then recalibrate. I know that I'm not trying to research all the things related to pest control, so until my husband's like, cut them off, they're just gonna stay. It's just gonna be, we're gonna keep paying them. Also, electricity, I just got that bill today. So it's gonna be, interestingly enough, a little less than, oh my gosh, than last month. So last month it was $250, or this month in July technically, it was $250 something. In August it's gonna be $246.21. I will tell you, we do have a smart system, smart thermostats and whatnot through Vivint, but because we're home in the summer, we work in public education, so we've been home all summer. Our electricity bill is like stupid high. Normally it would not be this much because if we're going to work, which we were doing before last year because we just started working in public education this past year, it would detect when we're not home and all of that. But it has been a little different too because we have a dog now, and so I don't know what temperature it gets to when we're gone, when it shuts itself down or whatever, but we're not trying to burn her up. So it kind of detects when she's home and whatnot. So long story short, this used to be less, but it's more expensive. It's typically less, but it's more expensive now, especially. Cable, we have Sling TV. Oh shoot, I gotta go back to my pointer. We have Sling TV and we pay them $35 per month. For our phones, in July we did not have a bill. In August we will have a bill. What's happening right now, you guys, is we switched to Mint Mobile a few months ago, and you can buy your plans like a 3-month plan, a 6-month plan. So I have a plan, I have a lengthy plan, and my husband, we pay his every 3 months or something like that. So I just looked and it says that we're gonna owe them $120, and that's gonna be in August, so we won't have a bill. I guess maybe it's prepaid, so I guess we won't have it August, September, October. I guess we pay our next bill in November. Next up we have Amazon Music, and we paid them $4.99. Oh my word. We paid them $4.99 per month. I'm just trying to be extra with this little presentation thing, but I should probably just kill it. But we paid them $4.99 per month for Amazon Music so that we can listen to music whenever we want to through the Alexa system, because we have multiples of those. Internet, we pay AT&T $60.80 per month for high-speed internet. Netflix, we pay $9.99. People ask us how our bill is so low, and I'm like, you guys, we just pay for one, even though we have multiple TVs, we just pay for the ability to stream on one TV. So that is why our bill is $9.99 per month. For water, sewer, I do not know what this bill is going to be, but I budgeted $250 for the month of July, which was completely out of control. So I'm assuming that because we don't have a new pool that we've filled up, because the pool is already full, our bill should actually be less. And typically it's actually about like $40, but with $40 per month, but with filling up the pool and all that, it was higher, but it wasn't super high. So I would say this is probably gonna be even less than $180. I'm just budgeting on the high end of things. I hate when I move the planner and then that messes with like the system that I'm in for making sure that I'm writing like the same. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I often do because I just can't deal with going back and forth with trying to get the same. Oh, okay. Next up, my husband is a Georgia educator, and so each month we pay them $50.83 to cover lawyer fees and things of the sort. We both have life insurance, and we pay $42.19 for the both of us. This is composed of both of our bills. It just comes out on the same day, so I always group it together because, even though it is two separate bills, it's basically one bill because it comes out on the same day. Okay, so those are all of our fixed expenses. Let's go to shopping. So for shopping for July, we budgeted this amount. Oh, I couldn't do that. I was gonna say, what could be cool is I could recap one month and then budget for the new month all in the same video, but the issue then would be that my monthly budget videos couldn't come out until like the first of the month, which I need to have I gotta have my budget set up before then, but that could be a cool thing, but not really. Okay, so for shopping, we're gonna budget $1,769.59, and basically this is everything that's left over after we tend to our responsibilities. So really, I should have kind of shared the rest of the budget before sharing what we're budgeting for shopping. But for the most part, that's how that works, is we put whatever's left in shopping. And so shopping is going to take care of gas for our cars, food, groceries, dog food, dates, you name it. Anything that isn't better captured in any of these other categories will come out of shopping. Additionally, we have a variable expense, which is technically not variable because it really stays the same, but I don't have any room for it down here, I don't think. So it is pet insurance, which is $57.35 each month. And so there's nothing else down here at the bottom. This is a space that I created for variable expenses, which now that I think about it is probably way too much space. So I may consider editing this template. It's just a template that I made for me, but I may edit it. Okay, so up to retirement. In the month of July, we did not budget anything as mentioned, and so for August though, we're going to budget our typical $2,000. For medical, we're going to do $50. This is a medical sinking fund, so we put money in here in hopes that we can kind of keep growing it, and as any medical related expenses come up, we can cover those expenses without even really thinking twice about it. Next up, we have holidays and birthdays. I am going to change this for this month because we have lots of birthdays and such coming up, so some of this money might be spent in August, some of it may be spent in September. It's just adding money to the account, the holidays and birthdays account, and spending it if necessary. So I'm going to do $150 for the month of August, and we'll kind of see where that gets us. Anniversary, we've been saving $50 per month, which means that if you do 12, because there's 12 months in a year, and you times that by $50, then you get $600, which means that in essence, right now we're on track to have $600 by November. Not really sure what we're going to do with the money, but we'll kind of figure it out. We may use it, we may not use it, we may go on shopping sprees. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're gonna have a whopping $600 and we'll kind of figure it out from there. So that's pretty cool to see that account. That's the only one that's consistently growing. All of these other ones do have money in the accounts, but this is the only one that's like consistently growing each and every month. So I love that for us. Next up we have pets. For pets, I'm gonna do another kind of random number, and that's gonna be 70-25. Actually, now that I think about it, why am I doing that? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change pets to, we're gonna change it to 70. I don't know, 70 is such a weird number to me. We're gonna do 75 for pets. That means we're gonna change shopping in real time. We're gonna go back, we're gonna change shopping to a new amount. So basically we're gonna subtract $475 from shopping, and then that is going to be that for shopping, it is now going to be $1,764.84, which is also still a random weird number, but that is what we're going to do only because that's just weird for me. So let's just get rid of that. 1,764.84. So that's going to be our shopping budget. Okay, so back down to pets. We're going to erase this and we're gonna turn this into a 75. And really, I like building up her account, our dog's account, for her birthday, but also for boarding, because boarding does tend to cost a decent amount. I mean, we don't board her a lot, but if you think about it, if we go to New Orleans, then we will have to board her, which costs, I think it's like $30 a day or something, but that adds up after a couple days, if you ask me. Okay, so next up we're gonna have clothing / beauty, and we are going to put in there $75. So I'm just gonna delete this. I really don't like typing again if I don't have to. So I'm just gonna delete that, and then we're gonna put 75 here. And we're going back to school, so we may need to purchase a few things. So we'll have to see. Like I said, we'll be adding that to the money that we already have. Next up we have giving / donating, which is also going to be $75. And sometimes this kind of overlaps with holidays and birthdays, but in my head this is going to be for like random gift giving and donating that we do for other people, not so much for ourselves. Next up we have vacation. And I am gonna put some money in vacation because, again, if we do go on this trip, then we will need to have some money for it, obviously. I don't even think $250 would buy, $250 might buy the tickets. I was gonna say, I don't even know if $250 would buy the ticket that I want, which is in the main pit in the front. $250 might buy the ticket, but realistically, either way, let's just say we're gonna put the $250 to add to whatever we already have, which I think is a decent amount. We may be fine. Next up we have transportation / tags, and I guess in this month I am not budgeting anything for that. So we're gonna not do anything for that, probably because we just got our truck repaired and we don't have any major expenses coming up. This does not mean that we can't go ahead and start saving for any other future transportation expenses or whatever, but for the most part, we don't really have anything major coming up, so we're just not budgeting anything for it. For entertainment, we try to put some money in here each month, and so here's what I'm gonna do. This month we're gonna put in $70, and this is supposed to be for like concerts or just those random, you know how you like are sometimes ill prepared for these random tours that your favorite artists might be going on, or comedians and stuff like that. So that's supposed to kind of help us with that. So in essence, I guess in a perfect world, we would keep maybe like $250, $300 in there at all times in this account, because likely we, aren't purchasing tickets that are more than like $150 each or something. I don't know. That's just like in my head what would work. And then next up we have home maintenance, which I have decided to not do anything with because I put all the money, which is new, because normally I put at least a little bit of money in each account each month, or try to, but I'm doing nothing for home maintenance, mainly because we have money in the account already, and we did purchase a number of things. Where's my decimal? We did purchase a number of things over the summer, so we really need to chill. So next up we have our debt category, and in August we will be paying on our car payment, which is $314.34, and our Ashley furniture, which is $200, which means that we're really close to paying off this. I'm thinking about doing it, just getting it out the way, but then I'm like, well, there's no interest, it's really not that big of a deal, and it'll be gone soon enough whether or not we make any large payment towards it. Anyway, okay, so this is our every dollar budget. So just to kind of walk you guys through it, $7,500 for income, $7,500 for expenses. This all added up would give you $7,500. And that's it. That's pretty much all that she wrote. I don't really have any other things to notate about August other than, of course, we have the 2 birthdays, and then the month after we have 2 birthdays. So kind of just navigating through birthdays, navigating with going back to school, back to work rather. And I don't anticipate that costing any more than, you know, any other month. In fact, going back to work and spending 40 plus hours at work is probably going to be better for our budget, because we probably won't be randomly going to all lunches and brunches and breakfasts, you know, throughout the day like we've been doing this summer. So this is our August budget. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. That's pretty much what the month of August is looking like. I'm pretty sure we are going to take the trip to New Orleans just because we want to go to Louisiana, not the state, but to the festival. So I'm pretty sure that is going to happen. But yeah, we need to kind of work out the kinks and see what that would all pretty much entail. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in the comment section. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you're new, or if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in what I'm pretty sure is going to be my August reset routine. Bye guys.